Hey, what's up guys? You're back with another action figure review. And in honor of Star Wars Celebration this weekend, we're checking out the Star Wars Black Series Hasbro General Grievous 6-inch figure. Long and behold, it's about time. Finally, we have gotten a 6-inch scale General Grievous. Looks like Hasbro beat SHF to the punch on this one. And it looks good. So it's a single pack release. It's one of those higher priced releases, which I don't agree with. I mean, yeah, he's I guess a somewhat of a bigger figure. I don't know. Like the Gamorrean Guard should not have been $30. It should have been just standard 20. But I think they're taking advantage on some of the popular characters that they've been or that we've been asking for, but I won't get into that right now. So this is not just $20; it's about $25 to $30. It's like a special edition type release. You can see on the side we have D1, whatever that means. On the back side we have the standard design here with the picture in the back, and then the read up on the back side too. And that is it. So let's check it out. Let's open up the box, take a look at the figure and see how he is. Alright guys, and I'm pleased to say that Hasbro did it. They definitely did their thing on this. Looks amazing. I think this is one of their best figures in the Black Series the line, for me at least. I've been anticipating a General Grievous for a while now, so I do have that playing on. But I mean, I definitely gotta give it to them. They did a great job with this. It looks great. It had things that I wanted. I got a little surprised because I'm surprised they even included it. But we'll get into it later. We have, first of all, we have his blaster rifle here. So here it is. Looks good. Nice little spray of gray, silver type gunmetal color on the black there. Looks good. It's not just a regular black, so it's got some detail. And then we get the 4 lightsabers here, which are nice. So we got the 2 blues and 2 greens like he did in the movie. Each hilt is different because this is his collection that he got off of fallen Jedis that he destroyed or he stole them or whatever. But here it is. They are all detailed and definitely painted, and it's all clean too. They did a good job with this here. They all do separate too, because you can holster the hilts just like in the movie here. On his cape or jacket, you have 4 slots there to holster his hilts, which I do wish they actually did this a little better. They're just little pockets. I have to go back on and check the movie if they were really big pockets like this. I can't remember. Maybe they are, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being picky, but it's cool that you can actually, well, you guys can't even see it. There he is. Sorry, now we're focused. It's cool that we can even holster them there. It's very nice. I like that. So an up-close shot unveils a lot of detail. Lots of nice little things here. The face came out great. The eyes, they did a great job with the eyes there, making it screen accurate. The dirt and grime on the face looks good. We have the cloth cape, of course. So this is actually, it's permanently stitched here, but I think you can just take it off, yeah, over the head, and it comes right off, and now you can have them without it if you so wish. And this unveils more of the sculpt here, which is phenomenal. I think they did a great job. I like just the simple, it's very simple, just the silver paint that they put on there to make it look like he is losing, or he's been scratched or battle damage or whatnot. They did that with the Boba Fett figure. I just love what they do with their Black Series figures when it comes to that type of detail. And then the sculpt of the legs here. So one thing I was curious about is, I know in the movie his arms are connected and then he separates them into 4. So yeah, they actually have pegs here where you can combine them into one arm, which caught me by surprise. I didn't expect it, and I'm happy that they included it. So right now they're separated, and if you look closely, there's the little peg right here, a little nudge. And then on this arm we have, there it is, the peg hole, or the slot where that connects to. There's another one on the bicep. Let's see if we can get it right there. And then the slot is right here, and then one more at the hand. You can see the peg right here, and then the peg hole there. So let's connect it and see how it looks. Alright, so it takes some adjusting, but you can get them together here. So now I'm going to bend the arm, and you can see how it's all combined into one here. So it looks good. I'm happy they actually included this feature where you can combine it and separate it yourself. That's just very nice. This one's being a little bit more stubborn. It looks like my arm right here was actually warped a little out of the box, and it's combining here, but when it comes to the forearm, it just doesn't want to stay. Alright, so his articulation, we have the head that can go left and right here. I like all these wires and cords on his neck. That's very nice detail. His neck will go forward and back like this here, and you can look up and down. Then we got the arm or arms going forward and back here. They can go all the way up and they can go all the way down. You can kind of see here, hopefully you can see there, the two arms, 1, 2, and they both bend at the same time. They go in and out. It's just very nice. The articulation is very nice for such a complex sculpt and character. Of course, you can separate these and rotate them whichever way you want as well, in and out on one and keep one down. So the possibilities are endless, if you want to say. We get a single joint at the arm, but it bends more than a 90-degree bend. There it is with the separation, and then here it is together. So of course you get more range and more swivel when they are separated, because when they're together it's a little bit more complex. You can't really swivel it just because there's two of them combined, but when you have them separated, you do have a bicep swivel on each arm here, so that's good. For the torso, we have a little bit of the diaphragm joint here at the abdominal area, forward and back swivel, so good range overall. So that acts as your waist swivel too. There's no waist swivel, technically it's the ab swivel, if you want to say. And the legs are going to kick all the way up, so you can get these all the way back and up. It's on a ball joint there. They kind of swivel there like this, and then in and out. It's not going to be as much though, so you're not going to get him to do any ballerina poses or splits like you may have wanted. And we have a double jointed knee that bends all the way, which is nice. Then going down to the ankle right here, you can actually kick this forward like this and then back, so it goes forward and back, and then the actual foot will swivel left and right. And there is a hinge there. It's very stiff, but there is a hinge at the foot. One thing that kind of sucks is no wrist articulation, no swivel, no hinge at the wrist at all. I understand that's probably a very, very small piece that could break. Maybe that's why they decided not to. But it would have been nice to get a wrist articulation there, because you know all the crazy spinning he does with the lightsabers, you can get him into some of those poses. Alright, so next to some random characters here, we have the Jawa Black Series figure, of course, next to General Grievous, next to Captain Rex, Black Series as well, and there we have next to the Black Series Grand Moff Tarkin. I don't have my Battle Droid Black Series in hand at the moment, unfortunately, but I do have the SH Figuarts version, and even with the Figuarts version, it still looks pretty good in terms of height. Of course, the color doesn't match. I don't think they're supposed to match anyways. But yeah, height-wise, you can actually scale it with the Figuarts, I think. It's not too bad. I can't remember how tall Grievous is in the movie, but I know they're tall. Well, I know he's taller than the droids for sure, so it's gonna scale great with the actual Black Series Battle Droid. Next to a Marvel legend, we have Tony Stark. Next to an SH Figuarts, we have Marvel's Ant-Man, #Thanos. Next to a Dragon Ball figure, we have next to Vegeta from Figuarts. And next to a Mezco 112 collective, we have next to the Onyx Edition Batman. The one and only Obi-Wan Kenobi, his rival in the movie, the one he fought. This is the SH Figuarts version of Episode 3 Kenobi. Now everyone's going to have to go digging and looking for the Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 3 by Black Series that was released years ago, a peg warmer of many years ago. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in to my review of the Black Series 6-inch General Grievous. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I do recommend this figure a lot. It's one of my favorite ones so far in the entire line. I have to say it's among my favorite ones. I have a few others, but this is definitely one of them. I mean, you have to be a hater of the prequels to pass up on this one. So don't miss out on General Grievous. Pick him up. He's a cool figure. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, have a great day. Bye.
Your lightsabers will make a fine addition to my collection.